welcome in. It is day 352, and you're speaking to the Meeple's champion. And today, we're going to be going over an old school game called Mastermind. Now, Mastermind is a brain teaser game. It doesn't take long, and it's pretty straightforward. The concept is that you're going to have a whole bunch of different color options, and you're going to have a blocked off spot on the board that player A can go and put in whatever sequence of colors they want to make up their code. Now, the other player has a limited amount of turns to try to figure out if they can crack the code. So they're going to be putting in a whole bunch of these, and then you're going to be identifying for them if they have so many of them that are correct, and if they have so many of them that are in the right spot. Then based on that, they're going to adjust. So you might have made the sequence blue, blue, red, yellow, and they might have said yellow, green, green, yellow. And now you're going to say, well, they have one correct. There is a yellow. So you'll say there's a correct, and then nothing's in the right spot. And now they have to go from there and say, well, what are we going to adjust? All right, well, let's keep the yellows and get rid of the greens. So maybe they say, all right, well, now we're going to go yellow, blue, blue, yellow. And you come back and you go, well, now there's three correct, and one of them's in the right spot. And suddenly they start to put it together and they go, okay, well, that means one of the yellows is correct, both of the blues is correct, and one of the blues is in the right place. Good to know. So now they're going to be trying to shift it around a bit, and they might say, all right, well, we want to keep the blues where they are, but let's shift the yellow. So maybe you flip the yellow with the one of the yellows with one of the blues, and you now go in and you add a new color, and you're going to keep this up until either you've used up all your turns and you didn't get it, or you cracked it. And if you cracked it, now it's the other player's turn. And you're going to go back and forth. And there's so many ways you can do this. You can do this of, well, it's me versus you. And if you get it, then you win. And if I get it, I win. And first person to crack somebody else's code is the winner. You might see who's able to crack the code the fastest. There's a lot of ways to figure this game out. That being said, why don't we jump in? Let's talk our 7 categories and see where this game lands for us. When it comes to the art, Mastermind falls to the unfortunate being out too early when board games were not good for their design. The art to this game is just a box with a picture of the game. I hate that. To me, that is never a good box art. It doesn't sell the game well at all. And the game itself is fine, but there's not really any art here. It's just all color. I like the game. I think it's one of those old school games that actually can keep being played today. I actually don't mind the game at all. But the art, big thumbs down. Your components. The components are the machine itself, which is just a nice, huge, big piece of plastic that's meant for these to be plugged in, and then your little plastic plugs that go into it. And they're all great condition. I never see this game have any issues with holding up. Thumbs up. Your price. This game's not massively available anymore, but it's not out of stores. You can still find this occasionally in like a Target. You might find this in the Toys R Us or something like that. Not a regular board game store, but you're only going to have to pay maybe 25 or 30 bucks for it. It's not very expensive. To be honest, it might be even cheaper than that. That's just the price I remember seeing it last I saw one. It's not massively available, but it's not unavailable. I think for the price you're paying, it's okay. It's not a game I want in every board games collection. I think this is one that's a good one to add to some, though. If you like a good 1v1 game, or if you like a good mind teaser game, that's what this is for. A brain teaser, I should say. I think that this is what this game is for, and people who like those, this is perfect for, and therefore the price is good. Thumbs up. Your difficulty. This is a perfect game. Because if you like a brain teaser, if you like a 1v1, experts and experienced are going to love this game. But even if you don't, beginners and kids, this is a great game to help try to get you in there because it makes you think, and that's what a game should do. Unlike a game like, say, Parcheesi, which doesn't really allow much thought during the game, this game can help without over-complicating it to get you used to scanning the board, thinking, trying to problem solve, which can help prepare you for the actual big, harder games. So for me, I think the difficulty on this is perfect. Thumbs up. Replayability. If you like it, this one's going to your table multiple times in a row. This is one of those games that I used to play it dozens of times in a row with my sisters. I think that this game has plenty of replayability in it. Thumbs up. Keys to victory. So the key is about what are you going to focus on? When you see that you have a bunch that are correct, are you going to focus on the one that you know is wrong and just be switching out till you get the right color? Are you going to be focusing on just shifting up and keeping it as is so you don't get confused, trying to make sure everything's in the right spot? There's a lot of ways to fix this, and the question is, how do you want to attack it? I think that there are keys to victory here, but if I'm going to be honest with myself, it's less keys to victory and more routes to victory. It's more that there's one key, you need to get it right, and that there's multiple routes on how to get it right. And to me, for the game that it is, that's still acceptable. Thumbs up. Is the game unique? As funny as it is to think about all the games that come out these days, thousands of games per year, over almost 1,000 per year that are great, I actually don't think there's many games that really challenge what this design is. They've gone in hundreds of new concepts of games, deck builders, bag builders, the old school area control, warfares, but you really haven't seen this design be challenged by anything. They've done maybe newer interpretations, but nothing that directly challenges it. So for me, I think it is unique. Thumbs up. Overall, what do I think? I think this is an old school classic that can still be played today, that still holds up today, that it's okay to be in a collection, even though you may look at it and say, oh, that's not a game that really holds up with today's games. Maybe it's not in the regards of what they are, of a 4, 5, 6 player game that's going to be a 90-minute, fight of face-up real strategy. But what it is great at is a 1v1 brain teaser, a game that makes you think, and that's not just for kids. You can get 2 adults sitting here having a blast playing this game. It's almost like a color version of what chess is. It makes you think, and I like that about this game. So for me, it's one that I don't think you have to own. I don't think you have to play. But if you like a good 1v1 game, and if you like a game that makes you think, I do think it's one worthwhile. Well, it has been day 352, and we've been speaking about the game Mastermind. And you've been speaking to the Meeple's champion. Like, share, subscribe, and check down below in the description where I'll be adding an Amazon link in case you want to get this game for your collection. And don't forget to check me out on Board Game Arena, where you can look me up under the Meeple's Champion. Send me over a friend request, a game request. I'm on a couple times a day. Until next time, I'll talk to you tomorrow.